Hey guys, I have a really special one for you today. It is 5 powerful self-love habits. If you guys aren't doing any of these 5, start. They're so simple, they're free, and what it communicates to your body, especially if you are on the path of healing your relationship with your body, it communicates to your body like, I want peace, right? I want to learn how to love you. It is like that first step. You know, when you maybe messed up or you have a friendship that you want to repair, it's that first kind of, I don't know the term, but you know, when you're the first one to call and say sorry, or maybe a peace treaty, or hey, can we find a way to repair this? All of these 5 things that I'm going to share with you are the beginnings of that. If you already have an established self-care, self-love practice, these are great additionals. Like, there's never too much self-love, ever. So if any of these resonate and you already got something going on, add them. If you're not doing anything, these 5 are a great way to start. And I do need to preface, even though they're simple, easy, and free, it might be hard, because if you've only ever been in a relationship with your body where it's been this kind of like hate relationship, where it just may be tough. If you've never even been in a space of where you were able to love yourself, and when we've had so much hate, especially like body shame that we've done to ourselves, and to get to a place of self-love, it isn't an overnight thing. It doesn't happen in one day. So it happens in baby steps. This is a great place to start. If you're new on this journey, it is a great place to start. And if it's hard one day, you try the next day, and the next day, and the next day. You're worth it, and so is your body. And healing your relationship with your body, I mean, you only have one, so it's not like you can just go find another body for this lifetime anyway. There's other bodies for other lifetimes, but this particular incarnation, it's this one soul vessel. So we want to take care of it. We want to repair the relationship. Even if it's been a bad relationship your entire life, it's worth repairing. And this is where you can start. Tip number 1 on powerful self-love habits is embracing what you have. We've been taught and really kind of pushed that there's this one certain type of body that is ideal for most feminines, and it's shifted over time, but there always is some kind of picture being pushed to the feminine collective of like, this is what's considered beautiful. And if you don't look like that, I mean, consider yourself less than, is basically the message that we all get as women. So there's power in embracing what you have. One thing I really like is we're telling the system to your standards, right? I don't care what your standards are. I don't care what you say is beautiful. I'm going to embrace what I have. And the second piece is, you know, we choose these human suits, and we choose certain genetics and biology, and we're in certain containers. You can change your body to a point, but not too much outside your genetic physiology. You know, I'm not gonna grow to 6 feet tall. I'm not, you know, things aren't gonna change drastically, right? I can change the shape of my body as far as muscle and different things. I can certainly get surgery, and there are ways that you can change the physical body, but the real importance here is accepting what you came to earth with, right? Your eyes, your nose, your ears. We can change our hair, you know, all day long, but there are certain things, unless I go under a knife, this is what I got. You know, this is what's happening. Embrace it. That is where your power comes. As long as you are feeding the narrative of what society has told you is considered beautiful and acceptable, you are giving your power away and feeding a system that is toxic, or I love what I got, right? I love what I got, no matter what it is, right? Your large-breasted, your small-breasted, your hips, your legs, your ass, your face, all of it. Embrace it. And embrace just means kind of a warm accepting. There's freedom in that. You're letting go of that system, and you're embracing what you are. Just this alone can really shift the energy between you and your body, because if we're constantly impressing this idea of you're not good enough, you need to change to look this way to match, you know, the ideal body I've been told I have, who can work under that pressure? Who wants to? So when you communicate to your body, like, I love what you are, right? I love the 30 pounds extra that you're carrying. I love your skinny eyebrows. I love your gray hairs that come in. Obviously, I'm talking to myself right now. So in those moments, when I'm embracing what I have, I'm in my full power. I'm in my full love. I'm not trying or wanting to be anything else. That's the power of this first self-love step, is just embracing who you are and what you have, what you're working with. What bodysuit did you pick for this go around? And love it. And make a mental note. Report to your higher self, hey, next go around, I want a tall, thin body with big boobs and a little butt. You know, or whatever your order is. Okay? Put it into the universe for next go around. Okay, so the second powerful self-love habit that you can begin right now is how you talk to her. So this is gonna be both externally and internally. You know that self-chatter that's always happening? Is it negative? Is it positive? I know for most women, it's kind of on the sucky side. So watch how you're talking to her. Commit to no negative self-talk, externally and internally. Not only that, start a dialogue with you. Hey, Amity, you look really nice today. I really like your hair. I like that outfit. You had a good day today. You felt really good. I really loved how you did that yoga class. I mean, just stuff like that. Talk to her as if she's somebody that you like and that you enjoy being around. Do you know that your friends probably won't stay around if you're not nice to them and you don't like them, you don't take care of them? Your body can't leave. She can't. But she will break down for you. She will get sick. She will stop working. So if you want her to stay around, if you want her to be nice to you, if you want her to be in the best shape of her life so that you can have an amazing life, treat her kindly, talk to her kindly. Your body literally responds to every thought and word that you speak because it's all energy. So this, even I said talk, this is also thinking. Think kindly to her because she can hear you. Yeah. Affirmations is really good too. If you don't even know where to start by talking nicely to yourself, start with some positive affirmations. You can find tons online and just start there. They're literally written out for you, and just start saying them. Just start getting in the habit, because this is powerful self-love habits. Get in the habit of talking kindly to yourself. Self-love habit number 3, massage her. I said it. I know most women, especially women that don't like their bodies, wouldn't even think about touching themselves, especially in the area that they don't like. Like, I used to have like kind of an issue with my thighs, right? And my growing butt. And let me tell you, the first time that I did this, it was painful and I cried. Like, you know the power of touch. Not only do we have like hand chakras and there's a whole system going on here, but think about when you get hurt, what do? You touch it, you hold it. When somebody needs a hug, when somebody's hurting inside, you hug them, you hold them. The power of touch is phenomenal. I mean, we naturally do it whenever we hurt ourselves. So the massage, and specifically the areas that you don't like, this is the tricky part. If you need to start in areas that you're fine with, you know, if your scalp is good, then move to the areas you're not okay with. The magic medicine here is touching and massaging the areas that you don't like. Like I said, my thighs and butt were, I immediately started crying. Yeah, because think about the intimacy of touch. Think about when you bring someone for a hug, or when you're in a moment with a lover, or touch is so intimate. Skin to skin is so intimate. So most of us avoid and don't touch the parts of ourselves that we have deemed to be disgusting. The parts that we don't like, we would never touch. God, no. So that's the medicine, is you touch it and then you feel what comes up, which will most likely, be hurtful and pain and tears. That was my experience anyway. You might be fine, but it was hard for me. It was very hard for me. Now, very easy. But I continued to do that. And what happens is I was up for the healing. I'm gonna teary thinking about it right now. When you touch it, when you touch these areas that you have just cut off from yourself as awful or deemed disgusting, when you come to touch them, you're inviting healing. And that's essentially why it's on this list. So I hope that it invokes something very powerful and unearths something very powerful for you when you try it. Powerful self-love step number 4 is ditch everything that makes you feel bad. And this doesn't have to be permanent, it can be temporary, but while you're getting on the practice of engaging in more self-love and increasing your self-love, it's gonna be really important that you take away triggers and anything that really makes you feel like shit or, really fuels what you already feel about not liking yourself or your body. You want to just put that shit show on pause while you focus on self-love. So this is gonna be, if there's any accounts that you're following, if there's any videos that you're watching that, you say it's for inspiration, but while you're watching it and after you just feel like garbage, that's not inspiring. That's hurting you. So all of that, delete, pause, throw away, unfollow, whatever the situation is. Even just temporary, okay? Get rid of all of it. If it's magazines, if it's TV shows, you have to figure out what your triggers are. You'll know, I'm okay with this, I'm really not okay with that. If you can't watch a certain influencer or a certain woman and not just be in total jealousy that your body doesn't look like her, unfollow her, okay? You will get to a point where you're healthy and strong enough and so solid in your confidence and self-love that in the future there will be a day where you can watch her content and be unshakable. You will support her and love her for her, but it won't affect you. The fact that it's affecting you means you have healing to do. So what I'm suggesting for this step is while that healing occurs, to pause all of the triggers. Because think about if a wound on you is trying to heal and you're continuous cutting it up and stuff, it's gonna have a hard time healing. That's essentially what we're doing. We're pausing that so that we can heal inside. You'll get to a point where you are strong enough and confident that you can look at anybody and it won't affect you because you're just so solid in your knowing of your worth and embracing and accepting of who you are. You'll get there. You just might not be there yet. So if this step doesn't pertain to you, then skip it. Last one, step 5, you guys. This was really, really powerful for me, is after you ditch everybody that makes you feel bad, you want to go find ladies that feel good. So go find accounts of ladies, specifically that have a similar or same body type as you, that are confident, right? You don't want same body, but not what you want. You want to find somebody who is owning who they are as a woman, who is confident in who they are, that is really expressing themselves in a beautiful and honorable way that looks similar to you or just is some kind of in the realm of similar body shape and size, so that you can see other women are doing it. They are in their bodies and they are loving themselves at whatever size that they are, or however they're living, whatever it is. But it's very important that we get that mirrored back to us. Other females, not that make us feel bad, but other females that are in a similar path, similar body, similar area of life, similar age, that are doing the things that we want, that are joyful, that are expressing themselves, that are finding success, whatever it is. You're really looking for inspiration. So you're ditching the stuff that makes you feel like shit, and then you're going on an active search for inspiration. Because let me tell you something, we will actively delete and distort information that doesn't support our belief system. So we won't even see the accounts of the women that look like us that would make us feel good and inspired if we're in this kind of like negative self place. We just won't even see them. We're not a match. So when you actively start looking for them, you're signaling to the brain, you're signaling to the body, I'm gonna get on board over here. I'm gonna start to feel good. I'm gonna start to feel inspired. I'm done making myself feel bad about who I am or what I look like. So it is my hope that these 5 powerful self-love steps really help you on your self-love journey. You are worth loving. Your body is worth loving. You are worth healing. Every moment that you invest in yourself, every moment you spend watching these videos, every moment you spend doing all of the suggestions and the homework that I give, it's all cumulative, all of it. Nothing is ever lost. Even if you don't feel an immediate shift, it is adding up every time you do this work. And it's so important. It is the greatest work that you'll ever do. So I've got open spots in my one-on-one mentorship. You can catch me at amityrose.co. Subscribe to the channel, guys. If you find this information helpful, leave a comment. Let me know if you have any video ideas or questions that you would like to explore. And you can book a session at the website as well. I love you.